All right, what's going on, YouTube? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Corey back in another video, man. I'm about to react to interview with Mac from Pop the Balloon. This was the tall green shirt guy in one of the last episodes who had like some dreads or whatever. He was kind of out of pocket. He was saying a lot of crazy shit, and so you know that's how you know whenever somebody come on here and say some crazy shit, then you know that one of these is coming up. BM always got to talk to him. Man, what the hell was that? What the hell was you doing on there? You know what I'm saying? What's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm ready to check this out. First of all, I thought BM stood for like baby mama. That's what I thought it meant, or black man. It must be his initials or something. He doesn't want to give his full name, which is fine. But I always thought that was kind of funny. I'm gonna switch to the shade though.
Welcome back to BM.
I'm gonna switch to the shade though.
We actually
you feel me?
Mac. He was on.
What the hell is wrong with this boy's hair?
And
what the hell? What the hell is wrong with your hair, bro?
And there was a lot of controversy.
Towards him. A lot of controversy.
So, welcome. How you doing?
Great.
I wasn't aware of that. I don't be reading the comments and shit, but
good.
That makes sense that there would be.
What I want to ask you is, how did you find the experience on the show?
I had fun. It was a great experience. You know, coming there, everybody was cool before and after the show.
I need my water.
Yourself, the producer, host. It was a great time. I had a good time. Although I can say, before coming on the show, I had been drinking like all day, you know, out, and so I was pretty intoxicated during the show.
Oh my gosh.
It was a good time. I had a blast.
Nigga was drunk on the show. God damn it. That explains a lot.
The way that you
look at your hair, my brother.
Would you say that alcohol played a part?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely, for sure, 100%. It was more like a kickback. You know what I'm saying?
What?
More or less.
Right.
He didn't get a match, if I recall correctly. I don't think he got a match.
You know, a lot of the things that
you know what I'm saying? He was kind of out of pocket.
I was serious about, you know, when I went back and watched it though. You know, all I'm gonna say is in regards to that, yeah, I was really intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people might have took me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because
nigga, why though? Why you drinking before the show?
Where I'm from,
you know these motherfuckers. You know that. Whoops.
You know,
whoops.
What's
going on here?
We laugh.
You know that this show consistently gets at least 1 milli per video, at least, if not 2 or 3. So you know damn well you about to be seen by millions of people, and you decide to start drinking. Why?
Sure, everybody does.
Why?
But
like
yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
A lot of judgment.
That just doesn't make sense
from those actions. But like I said, I don't.
Wouldn't you want to be in your most solid frame of mind if you're gonna be viewed by that many people?
Of those ladies after the show, and you know, it's all cool. It's a lot of it's all love, you know.
Okay.
Now, before we get into this, I will say, if any of you didn't see my reaction to the video itself, I didn't love how he presented himself. I didn't like hate it, but I didn't love it. He said a lot of crazy shit, but he was also pretty funny. I had a good laugh out of it. So I don't hate how he conducted himself. I'm sure BM had a problem with it because he often has a problem with anyone who has any sort of crazy takes or anyone who says some crazy shit on there. And so personally, I find it entertaining, but yeah, it's his show, so it makes sense he wouldn't like that. But
kind of like, you know,
yeah,
let people know who you really are. And it's good that you had a chance to watch the episode and you kind of saw how you was, and you wanted to come on here and kind of clear some things up. So obviously there was a lot of comments towards you.
Damn,
and
really?
Even myself, I'm not gonna lie, when I was filming, I had to have a word with you.
Really?
Like, when you go on that show and then you watch it afterwards,
yeah, I need to have a word with you, buddy. Look, what you're doing over there is not acceptable. Bro, it is hilarious that BM, like, this guy, he takes like like a father figure type of role in these situations. Like whenever these people get on the show and then they come on to the BM talks to him, and then like he's kind of like schooling him a little bit. Did you really think that was acceptable the way to act? Did you really think you should have did that? I had never worked with you, like, because these are grown ass men, but he's talking to them like their son. And they listen. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, they be listening. They be like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, damn. Like, this dude BM like really got like the higher powers. Like, because they be listening.
That's me.
Right.
That shit is hilarious, dog.
But from watching the episode, what could you have done better?
Not drink before the show, you know.
What could you have done better? How can you reflect on your experience? How can you reflect on what you've done?
Things like, for instance, when a lot of people
like, damn,
there was a big thing. Somebody reposted it. It was about the W2
that's hilarious.
thing, the 1099 and the W2 thing,
Yeah.
and to address that.
I remember that.
I teach financial literacy, for a living. So I know what a 1099 is. I know what a W-2 is. I get people funded for their companies all the time. But nevertheless, I want to say this. I don't judge people whether they're independent contractor driving an Uber or they're CEO executive that works for a firm. I respect all people in their own right. And in my dating experience, that was just a question that I wanted to ask her and critique her on. Now, she might be very successful in what she's doing with a 1099, and that's okay. I wasn't saying any of my comments to bash or belittle women. I don't want people to think, oh, he's a womanizer, and he's trying to downplay this girl, and or make himself seem up one. It's just I
mean, it is a difference between the two
standards, and in this community and in our community and our
there's a difference in how you move after that too.
Have a real big issue with men who have standards, and
that is true. That is true. That is true.
Want to sleep with a woman on the first night, they might say, "Oh, he's zesty."
Hey, let's talk about it though. He's spitting some facts right here. It is a double standard that definitely exists. I think double standards exist, and I don't necessarily think that it's a bad thing in itself. But that particular one is kind of fascinating to me because, like let's say a woman goes out onto a dating show and she looks at the crowd. She can pop because he's too short or he's too ugly or whatever. But if a guy comes out and says you're ugly or you're too overweight or some shit, then it's a problem. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, it's something to be said about that. If a guy goes onto a lineup of women and calls one of them ugly, he's a fucking piece of shit. He's a bitch. What is wrong with you? You're so rude. But women call in there and say shit like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying there's I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that necessarily. But it is something wrong with it, low key.
Maybe say,
I don't know. It's like it's a double standard for sure.
Getting his nails done or his feet done, keeping his hair done, getting groomed.
Like, I don't know.
I
think you should just be kind in general, whether you're a man or a woman. But
used to, dirty nails, stank dudes, whatever the case may be, and they get intimidated by that. So I wanted to touch on that and say that I wasn't saying the 1099 thing to belittle her. I'm a business owner as well, and I understand those dynamics. I just wanted to know if she has a more established self, a more established career for herself.
Yeah, and that makes sense. That makes sense.
So what do you look for in a woman? What are you looking for?
A woman that's well-rounded. A woman. Men, we often want two things. I'm sure you can agree with me on this. And that's peace and a challenge. So a woman that's going to definitely bring peace and a woman that's definitely going to bring a challenge, and always helping me push the bar forward.
I don't hate that. I'm not mad at that. He didn't even blink. He hadn't blinked ever since he said that. He said, "You gonna agree with me?" That's another thing. I've never seen this guy smile. I don't know if I've ever seen BM smile, like a real smile. But he just said, "I'm sure you agree with me," and his ass said some. Things that we His ass didn't even blink, didn't even nod his head, nothing.
He had
Damn.
what we set out to do.
Okay. I mean, on the show, you jumped to sexual a lot.
Yeah,
You
he
brought
did.
it up
He did.
so many times.
Yeah, he did.
And
Yeah, he did.
what
You did, brother.
Feel like
Yeah, you did.
It was unnecessary at certain times.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think that it was me more being myself. That's I when I went on the show, the first thing that was told to me is, "Oh yeah, be yourself. It's cool. It's a great environment." So I didn't think I would be going on there and being so judged, and people would be so.
Yeah, you should. You should be yourself.
I've been in that type of spotlight, pretty much all my life. So I know that people are going to be judgmental, have their opinions, but um, mentioning sex a lot, yeah, because I have been drinking, and then at the same time, I think it is an important part of a relationship, you know, and then just being myself, I think that
It is.
people are going to take you for who you are.
To a certain extent, I
And
mean,
the best thing to do is just be yourself, because if you're not going to be yourself and you put on this facade, then eventually yourself is going to come out, and then this person didn't like that.
thank you.
So
Thank you.
I'm very outspoken.
Facts. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Okay. I feel like this is how you should have came on the show. Even the way you're dressed, everything. Like if you came on like this, and you didn't drink, it would have been a different story. Now,
Right.
so what would you say is next for you? Like, obviously you called me, you said that you do want to come back on the show. So I actually want to say, if you do want to see him back on the show, comment down below. If you feel like he needs to, come back again and he might be a changed person, comment down below what you think now that you see him now, sometimes like you'll see people the first time and then you see them on this podcast and you're like, oh wow.
Yeah, that's true.
They seem like they're different.
Different side of them for sure.
Comment down below. Let me see what you guys think.
I mean, fuck it, bring him back. Bring him back.
What's next? What's coming?
Bring him back. I thought he was
What do
funny,
you want-
personally.
What do you want to tell the people that's watching?
I thought he was funny.
Man, I got so many things in the works, man. Since coming on that show, a lot of people reciprocated it well. A lot of people, it's a lot of controversy and scrutiny, but when I'm out in public, a lot of people that see me when I'm traveling week to week, back and forth from Arizona to Dallas and from Dallas to Florida and Vegas, running my businesses, people that see me, they recognize me, and they just, the first thing they say is, "Man, you're a funny dude."
He is funny. Like, that was funny. I thought it was funny.
Laugh a lot. I enjoy watching you. A lot of the stuff that you were saying on the show was real.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's what I said too.
And
I was like, he's being real.
But I brushed through some of those comments. Like I said, I've heard people talk too, and people are opinionated. So some people might have thought I was disrespectful. And in regards to women, man, I'm 100% respectful of women. I'm always I love women so much. God bless me to make two of them. So I'm always gonna definitely keep it respectful with the women. But next for me right now, we're expanding and opening a new hotel in Dallas, and
Type
we
shit.
also have some podcast things in the works, some shows. I had been working on a movie for like 3 years, and it's just
movie?
not coming on the time for me to drop that. So I'm about to release that, and man, just taking care of the kids. Getting ready for the summer. Some trips with them.
This dude making a movie?
Looking forward to coming back on the show.
And I actually want to touch up on one.
He said, I didn't say you was coming back, nah. I said maybe.
Yeah,
I didn't say you was coming back.
right.
Damn it.
Because you did say something that was wild. The throat comment, right?
Which part?
the throat. When you said the throat.
Oh,
To-
wow.
Remember? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That was wild, right?
Yeah,
So,
it was.
Watching that back,
Yeah, that was a little.
what do you
over
have
the
to
top.
say?
It was. I was like, damn, really?
That was a little, that was a little tad bit over. I take full accountability for all my actions, and I kind of more or less look at it like.
Yeah, that was a little. Yeah, it was kind of bad. It's so funny to hear, like they get on this show and they're taking back, like they're taking back what they said on the show. Sorry, they get on this podcast and then they're kind of like, regretful or whatever for what they said on the show. When on the show, they seem completely unapologetic about it. You know what I'm saying? But then you go onto the BM podcast and BM is grilling you. Why did you say that? He's like, yeah, that was kind of bad. Maybe that was a little bit. Like he really acting like they dad or some shit, bro. That shit is so funny. Like why? Why does BM have this power? Like just because he's the producer of the show, and then they want to get back on the show, and so like I don't know. Maybe because the show gives them a lot of
that's what I was saying.
popularity.
Show,
and he's like the gatekeeper of the show. BM is like the mastermind of the show. So it's like,
yeah, man, it's easy to.
That's hilarious,
one
dog.
Time and this is entertainment, even though the show is based on reality. It's still our entertainment, right? People watch the show. They want to see people match. They want to see how things turn out and how people reciprocate each other. So
yeah, for sure.
In no form or fashion was I trying to be the bad guy in the turtleneck, as they say.
Right.
Movie is always the guy with the turtleneck on. So definitely not trying to be that guy, man. For real. Just want to come back to seeking our match with someone, and not only that either, just to show people a different side. And then plus, I enjoy you guys, man. I think what you guys got going on is a really, really, really great thing, and apparently a lot of people watch you guys, man, and a lot of people,
nigga, yes, a lot of people watch them
day by as they go through their lives. So
them bitches get 1 million views every single week, bruh. These niggas is rich as fuck.
I watched, I think, episode 42, is that correct? Is that the latest one?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw the young lady that was on there that matched with the guy. She's got a lot of scrutiny around her, and I was like,
oh damn, really? I didn't react to that one yet.
When I came, man, get a limit. Can we get a second round up? And no disrespect to those ladies, because like I said, I talked to a lot of those girls after the show as well, and followed them online or whatever, and communicated with them, and they sweet people, man. All of those girls are some great rounded girls.
See through.
I just want to say that, man, and the guys too. They got a group chat, and I talked to some of those guys and kind of keep in contact with them, and they all seem to be real rounded guys. They got a lot of great things going on, man, and
that group chat, the group chat, is it positive? Chat? Okay, that's good.
Definitely positive. A lot of great feedback. Just a lot of young men on there that's kind of staying updated. Updated with each other. We were even talking about doing some kind of thing with you guys or something, and kind of bringing that up.
Well, like a reunion.
In their day to day. I was interested to know
a little reunion. Like this shit is hilarious, man.
Turned out as well.
It's hilarious that this is taken seriously.
We are ecstatic about,
like on one hand it's entertainment, on the other hand, like BM takes this shit serious. He's like he's grilling them about their performance on the show. He's like, why did you do that? What is wrong with you? Like it's not simply entertainment to BM. I feel like he really takes it seriously, and he really wants people to show their best selves and find love and all that kind of shit. Which is funny. I mean, it's good. It's admirable.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm glad that you came here and you took accountability, and you came to kind of tell people this is who I really am, and it's good. You called me and you said you wanted to come on and present this side to you. So I think it's important for people to see this side, because you don't want people to have a bad image of you.
And even with this BM, and I don't mean to cut you short. Even with the whole dressing thing, people was like trying to make it seem like I couldn't dress or whatever, man. And I had Prada shoes on, Amiri pants, and green Amiri turtleneck, man.
That don't mean you could dress.
It was
just because of the name brand
about the clothing, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm sharper than a razor, fly as the eagle every day. And so I do want to come on outside the fashion show segment that you guys have. Yeah.
Just because you got on a Amiri don't mean you could dress, my dog.
Clothing business about.
I can't dress either. I'm just saying though. I'm just saying.
And so we design clothes as well.
It's okay.
We've managed to work with a lot of big names, and I definitely want to come on the fashion show, man, and pop in there, man, and show people that I can dress, man. Don't y'all be fooling y'all out here watching this stuff. Y'all be letting what is the old saying? Don't let the cover of the book fool you. You know, you got to read the book, man. There's layers to this, man, and I think I'm an interesting human being, but you know that's for you guys to delve in and follow me online, man. A lot of those people didn't follow me online. They just kind of like I think a lot of people shared those reactions, and people were so taken by it, but nobody knew who I was. They was like, "Who is this guy?" You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't tagged in a lot of them. Um, you know, so people can't really see that they can't see the face behind what they're seeing on the show. So you know, they're not really seeing like, okay, this guy got some great things going on in his life, and he's doing some major. But yeah, man, I'm staying focused on the positive side of things, and I've had a great feedback from the show. I can't really say anything negative have came from it besides just the scrutiny and people probably misconstruing what my energy was on there because I had been drinking, and I'm not like that every day. That's not me every day. You know what I'm saying? So,
All right. Yeah, that was good. It was good that he came on here and you know cleared his name a little bit. Unfortunately, I mean this podcast is a little bit smaller than the actual show itself. I mean BM he got about 500K right now, coming up on 600K. You know, some people watch it, some people are really invested, but most people are not invested. Okay, most people are not invested to this level like I am, and a couple others are, and so they're not gonna watch this shit. They ain't gonna know. So you really should have just came with your best self on the show that gets a million every time. Really, that's really what you ought to do, and then you know come on here later. But maybe if you conduct yourself too well on the show, maybe they don't even bring you back. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get a match and you conduct yourself well, they don't even bring you back. You know what I'm saying? They only bring you back if you say some dumb shit or if you get a match. So I don't know. What's the strategy here. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna get a match, then you might have to say some crazy shit if you want to get some more exposure. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna see you next time. Make sure to comment down below what you want to see next and like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.